Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't
they? And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. Take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading him out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Would you say last week's performance by him, workman-like in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Gonna flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28.
A shotgun snap for Herbert, and he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Gurley again here on 1st down. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 16 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. Play action. It's Herbert. Herbert has him knocked free.
Rivers sacked. A fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams.
Herbert's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Tyrell Williams, now a member of the Raiders, but he began his career with these Chargers. He spent 4 years with the Bolts. His best season came in 2016. That was the year that Keenan Allen went down in the opener with a knee injury. And Williams that year wound up with 69 catches for over 1,000 yards. Third and long, it's Herbert. It's intercepted. Picked up by Molly Hooker. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's in his 17th season now in the NFL, an 8-time Pro Bowler to boot. It's Phillip Rivers.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 10 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Throwing on skin and 3. Rivers, quick slant to Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
17-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Rivers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown.
Rivers pass.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A gain of 8 yards.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now it's Hunt. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Play action now. Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Quintez Cephas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get by, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs? I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Herbert. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Rivers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 7 yards the pickup there.
To DK Metcalf. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake. Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Phillip Rivers sacked.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Desmond King back deep. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Herbert.
And 6. At the 40.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Herbert's pass. Complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
1-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Justin Herbert sacked.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk.
Nothing fancy.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers. It's complete to Brown, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Looking left side, Ayers with it complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Gurley. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Man open left side, it's Williams. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Man, where has the season gone? We're into week 15 now. So let's give everybody a look at what's coming up here on what should be a very interesting weekend of football. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Then more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in New Orleans, where it'll be the Saints taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. In the game you're watching, it's the veteran Phillip Rivers, who's up to his old tricks. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First down, Rivers. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers, and he completes it to Hunt. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1st and 10, Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews.
Rivers pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down, and they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
The 20-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
from the gun. Rivers quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The quick slant caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 11 yards there, first down.
Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Complete to Tyler Boyd. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The previous play is under review.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing Rivers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now here come the Raiders.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Back to throw here, Herbert. Herbert, his third interception. Picked off at the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Pass on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Darius on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're running with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A.J. Epinesa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Good job, good job. Oh, why are we doing this?
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 29, Rivers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for LA. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Herbert's pass.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Herbert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
To
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Monty Hooker.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Chargers, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.